Of central Arkansas right now. We've noticed some skies starting to clear up, especially around Fort Smith, south to Poto, south and east to Paris and Boonville. Another tornado watch now going up for Texarkana as you go towards southeastern Oklahoma, southwestern Arkansas, and even parts of northeast Texas. We've got a cold front coming in from the north and west, and this thing is going to help spark some big-time storms for the next few hours here and from Fort Smith, Van Buren, south to Texarkana, right through the Ouachitas is where we have our best chance of getting some of this severe weather. We've got some storms trying to fire up at the moment. Right now, they're kind of struggling as we are still trying to break up some of the clouds now. But if you look off towards eastern Oklahoma, see this? This is showing you some clearing skies going on right now. We're probably going to fill in the radar with more thunderstorms across Sequoia County and LaFleur County, and then we're going to march eastbound. Let's take a look at what's going on right now. We've got some cells up at the moment. No tornado watch for northwest Arkansas. We've got a couple storms coming into Washington County. But things are a lot cooler for us in Fayetteville, Farmington, Prairie Grove, Lincoln, West Fork, Greenland at this time. And so these may struggle a little bit. They might drop some heavy rain and maybe some small hail. But I really think the highest severe threat will be towards the south. Once you head south of the Bobby Hopper Tunnel, that's where we're in business for these storms coming up this evening. We've got a cell right now just south of Boonville, it looks like, just kind of hugging the Scott County, Logan County line. This is headed eastbound right now. We've got a few more cells just south and west of Waldron. But we're just going to have to keep our eyes on all these storms, see how quickly this cell is firing up. This is just towards the west, towards Latimer and Haskell counties. This is just south of the Sequoia Wildlife Natural Refuge. So we'll be watching these cells as they grow up this evening and then eventually push off towards the east. So what can you expect for the next couple of hours? Northwest Arkansas, we're going to be mostly cloudy. Yes, we've got a couple breaks of some sun in Washington County with a few storms. But what you can expect in the River Valley specifically is that we've got that chance for more storms firing up from now all the way on and off until maybe about 10 o'clock. So it's going to be a long evening. What time it is? It's 3:30 right now, so we've got about 6 hours to be on the lookout for these storms. That tornado watch goes in effect all the way until 11, but I think a lot of us here at home should start to wind things down by about 10. So we're going to be with you all evening long. As we get those severe thunderstorm warnings and those tornado warnings with those rotations, we're going to hop right back on. We're going to be live on our YouTube channel, on our app, on our website, on Facebook, and in those really intense warnings, of course, we're going to be on Channel 5. But we also want to show you something. We're in a tornado watch. What does that mean? The atmosphere is conducive for rotation, and in these storms, if they can get some rotation in them, they'll spin up, and there could be an isolated tornado that pops up this evening and touches down somewhere in the River Valley. That's what we're going to really keep our eyes on. Not everyone's going to get one, of course, but we're all going to have the chance for some rain at some points, and we've got gusty wind threats, damaging wind threats. Some of these cells, especially on their east side, sometimes they're going to pack winds of 60 miles per hour this evening. And there could be some large hail at times. Talking with the National Weather Service, anywhere between golf ball-sized hail up to sometimes only in the strongest thunderstorms, up to about lime-sized hails. Now he's trying to go to the grocery store. You see a good-sized hailstone that could be possible in some of these storms as they press east. But we also been working on a list of all the public storm shelters that are out there. I think we can pull that up in a moment for you guys. We just want to give you this information. We've got a lot of them throughout the River Valley. A lot of times they may not open until you get a warning, but make sure you just check. But this is the map. You're looking right around Fort Smith. We've got a lot in the Fort Smith, Van Buren area, but everywhere you see that red dot is where there is a public storm shelter. This is on our website. You can find it there, and you can get more information. And that is all available to you, of course, for free on our website. But we've got a lot of public storm shelters out there throughout the River Valley, and you just want to make sure you know where your safe location is. With that tornado warning, if you're at your house, make sure you get to the lowest center part of your house. You want to try to get as many walls between you and the outside of your home as possible. Might be a good idea to even have some helmets, grab them off the bikes in the garage, go ahead and put them in that safe place. Go ahead and start just charging phones. You want that power on your cell phone device later in the if the storm does strike and it knocks out power or anything like that, you're going to want your cell phone devices ready to go. You can have your NOAA weather radio, and also if you have your phone fully charged, you can fully just stream all the coverage that we're going to have throughout the day into the evening hours. Once again, we've got a tornado watch until 11, but I think a lot of us will start to ramp down on those tornado threats by about 10 or so. The reason why it goes to 11 is because some of these storms will press into central Arkansas, and they'll go later into the overnight hours with those storm threats. But from Clark Clarksville, west to Sallisaw, I think about 10 o'clock. Now, in eastern Oklahoma, we may finish off our threats closer to 8, 9 o'clock, and then as everything pushes east. But we've got multiple rounds coming in. Once again, this information on our website, 5newsonline.com. You can look up all those public storm shelters. I want to take a look at some of the storms that are firing up right now. We're going to be here just for a couple minutes, and then as needed throughout the evening, we're going to hop back on and give you some live coverage. But we've got some cells popping up in Washington County right now. These are not severe, but they could try to produce some hail at times, and we're going to be watching. A lot of these storms may have rotation at times. They don't look like much now, but as these skies continue to clear, the white kind of color shows you the thick clouds, and where you go down to a darker gray, that shows you to the thinner clouds. So we're starting to get a little bit more sun right now in northern LaFleur County. That's going to help this storm coming in closer to Bocoshe on the other side of Kavanaugh Hill. This one may be strengthening. This is kind of headed towards Fort Smith, so we're going to be keeping our eyes in Fort Smith on this storm. Other storms we got going on right now, just north of Alma, Mountainburg, we're getting some rain. This is going to be headed into Madison County. You guys in Hinesville, Huntsville, be on lookout. Japton as well. Be on lookout for this storm coming in. It's starting to uptick a little bit. Fayetteville, we've got some storms right along Highway 62 into Farmington and Prairie Grove, Lincoln. Be on lookout for these. Farther towards the south, Paris, we're being kind of skimmed by some of these showers. These are struggling a little bit because we've still got some clouds that they're interfering with. Back towards the west, we've got a little bit more of that clear sky. Scott County, we've got some cells just kind of all around us. Waldron, more rain's going to be coming into you guys shortly. Let's look at the temperatures. This is one reason why the tornado threat is towards the south. Notice where we got the 70s. You need warm air, you need moist air in order to get these thunderstorms. We got both those throughout the river valley. A little bit cooler right now in Johnson County and even portions of Logan County where we've had thicker clouds today. But that sun is now coming into Poteau, Inspiro, Shady Point, Cameron, Pecola, and that's where we're getting some of the storms firing up at this moment. We're in the mid-70s in Sequoia County, 76 in Fort Smith. That's a good temperature from a thunderstorm standpoint. But then once you get to Fayetteville, we're still in the 70s. But look how big of a difference it is as you get to northern Washington County, where the clouds have been thick from Springdale north into Rogers, Taneytown, Bentonville, Centerton, Bella Vista. We're in the 50s for a lot of us in Benton County. It's going to be a lot harder for us to get storms farther north. Some of us in Washington County may, but that tornado watch is farther towards the south as we're including the river valley. This is a closer look at some of these temperatures. Bubble of warmth from Fayetteville south, but as soon as you get out of Fayetteville north, we're back to being kind of on the cool side. 70s throughout the river valley. We're in business for these storms coming up here pretty shortly. I want to show you Futurecast. This is 3 o'clock right now. We've got these cells starting to pop up. They'll continue to flare up. Some of these will turn into supercells and may start to rotate. We've really got to be on lookout in the river valley this evening. Our crews are ready. We want you guys to be ready too. Make sure you got everything charged, ready to go if you do lose power in some of these storms. These continue to about 7, and then there may be one more round that tries to pop out 8, 9 o'clock, and then everything pushes out. It's mainly just leftover rain showers. This is midnight. I think the severe threats are over, but there could be a few leftover showers and downpours here and there. But this evening, more thunderstorms coming into both northwest Arkansas and into the river valley. Let me go ahead and show you that tornado watch one more time here in the yellow color. This includes, let me zoom in a little bit for us. This includes Sequoia County, LaFleur County, Crawford County, Sebastian County, Scott County, Logan County, Franklin County, and Johnson County. Our whole river valley is under the threat for a possible tornado tonight as thunderstorms flare up, and there will be rotation. We're going to watch every single one of them with you guys as they come on in. We may still get some storms in northwest Arkansas, especially where we have that bubble of 70s. We're getting some right now into Washington County, but the highest tornado threat will be farther towards the south. But we're going to keep our eye on every single thunderstorm. We're going to get ready for our newscast. That's in about 20 minutes. But as storms become severe or they become tornado warned, we're going to be right here with you guys watching every single storm this afternoon and evening. And then we've got another round of storms coming in super late Tuesday night into really early Wednesday morning. I think that's the final round of these storms. There could be one random one throughout the day tomorrow, but the next round to really be on the lookout will be late, after midnight, probably Tuesday night, so really Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, as we're waking up, we're likely to get one more good round of severe weather. We're going to have high severe threats once again for that system as well. And then we're going to try to calm things down for the rest of the work week. If you tune into 5 News, first at 4, we'll have an update on how the Easter holiday is looking. We may have more rain coming in. but that forecast will be coming up in just a little bit for you guys. Make sure you keep it local, keep it here, and as always, we're going to keep you advised.